Hey everybody, and thank you so much for joining me today here on Blind Whiskey Reviews, the most honest reviews on YouTube. As always, if you're liking the videos, don't forget, hit that subscribe button down below, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. That way YouTube knows you like the video and other people might like it too. Today we're doing another Speedy sample review, so if you haven't joined me for one of these before, 24 samples in these two boxes. These whiskeys are made up from whiskeys sent to me by distilleries, whiskeys sent to me by friends in the whiskey world, and whiskeys I've already reviewed and put into the sample bottles a few months after the bottle's been opened, so we can see how that whiskey's doing after it's gotten a little bit of airtime. If this is a re-review, I'll link it up here and in the description below. So without further ado, let's get to the review. We've got 24 samples programmed into our random number generator, and we will be reviewing sample number 12. So, let's see, this box has 12, so this one in the corner will be 12. Pour a little bit of whiskey, or whatever this might be. Might not be whiskey, it could be rum, scotch, which is a whiskey. I don't know. This could be something. All right. Let's get a little bit on the glass and see if we can get a little bit of nose. This looks very dark. Very dark. I'm getting a little bit of like corn sweetness on the nose. Touch of light fruit. For the darkness of this whiskey, or it definitely smells like a whiskey, I'm not getting a ton of aroma here on the nose. Touch of light fruit, touch of caramel or brown sugar. Yeah, not getting a ton. So let's see what we've got on the palate. Cheers. All right, got way more on the palate than we got on the nose. Before we start getting into the flavors, very deep, very rich, very intense. I mean, this is a higher proof whiskey, it feels like. We've definitely got some depth here. We got some deep characters to dig through. Definitely gonna need another taste of this one. I mean, it almost has like a really rum-like quality to it. I wouldn't say that I feel like it's rum, but could be. I mean, these higher proof rums have very similar characters to bourbons, and a lot of this kind of dark depth of character definitely comes across in those. But for what I'm tasting here, I'm definitely getting like, at the front of the tongue, you almost get like a syrupy cola character, like a Coke, but more intense. Then it turns into these, over the mid palate, it gets a little bit slightly more bitter, like the sweetness kind of mellows, and you get into more of a slightly bitter character. Some of this like dark brown sugar, dark fruits. It's really good, and it's really intense. And very, very dark in color. Not getting much more on the nose either, so let me get one more taste in here and we'll see where we're at. Definitely higher proof too. Yeah, a lot going on here. Not super, super complex, but a lot of depth. And the characters that I'm tasting, there's definitely some different characters, but they're all kind of in that deep, dark range. So you really kind of got to focus on them to pick them out. And if you can't tell, it's definitely high proof. My lips are numb. My tongue feels kind of numb. It's almost a little hard to talk. So I'm definitely saying this is a higher proof spirit whiskey. Probably in the 120 plus range. I'd say the finish on this is kind of nice too, because it doesn't finish as, you get a lot of sweetness on the palate, but as it comes mid to the rear of your palate, it definitely lightens up on the sweetness, picks up a little bit of bitterness to balance it out, so that's nice. I could use a little bit more complexity in the flavors. I wish there was something that wasn't just so deep and dark, just to give us a little pop of something else to kind of pick up on. But I definitely think it's good. Like I said, definitely high proof. Mouthfeel is decent. I wish it was a little maybe more oily, a little bit more coating. You're left with a tiny bit of sweetness and a little bit of like this kind of lingering bitter quality. Not bad, not amazing on the finish. So I'm going to say this is very solid, very good, very drinkable. And in my book, on a Speedy sample review, as I always say, take it with a caveat. I've spent a couple minutes with this whiskey, but we'll give it an 80. I think an 85 sounds about right. So let's see what this is. It is Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. So this was definitely, I don't remember the proof on this. I know it was in the 120s, I think, somewhere. So yeah, definitely a mouth burner. I'm definitely impressed with the Jack Daniel's single barrel product, and I probably said this the first time, but it's been a long time since I reviewed this. It's been over a year since I reviewed this whiskey, and this bottle was open for 4 months before I poured this sample, and I feel like it changed a bit. It definitely went more rich at this point, and I've drank this bottle since I poured the sample, and I would definitely say like now I pick up more on the banana characters than I did when I first reviewed it, and even in this Speedy sample review. I think those characters kind of developed after in this bottle that I have, but I think it's really good whiskey, and I think it's a really good value. It runs about the mid, $50 to $60, let's say, and it's good whiskey. And a lot of people don't love Jack Daniel's, and I don't like a lot of their products, but I do like this one. I like the barrel proof single barrel product, and I think it's a very rich and robust whiskey, and I think it's worth the price that you pay for it. So let me know what you think of Jack Daniel's single barrel proof in the comments down below. And as always, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at blind_reviews. You can send me an email at blindwhiskeyreviews, that's whiskey with an E, @gmail.com. And until next time, cheers.